Om Sahana Sahano Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Jayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Pratasmarami hridi samspuradaatmatattvam Satchit sukham paramaham jagatim turiyam Yaswapnajagara sushuptamavaiti nityam Tadbrahmanishkalamaham nachabhota sangha.
Last class, in the 57th verse, while talking of indicating the Supreme Brahman, one aspect was mentioned was that is Ananda Swarup. Ananda. And this line is being continued here in this verse 58. All of us do a lot of things. Ultimately, you get some qualifications, you get a job, progress in the job, materialistically progress, get more money, power, position, status. You have a career, and you acquire things like house, car, and various other things. And quite many will enter into grihasthashram, get married, have children, grow in a family way. But ultimately, if somebody asks, what for you are doing all that, whether you are a student, a professional, a householder, acquiring things and all that, ultimately, if you ask people, what do you want? You say, it is for Ananda only, happiness. You get things. We want a bigger house. You think because by bigger house you get more happiness. You get the latest model car available in the world. Why? You think that you are going to be happy. Bigger house, better car, better TV. All and then in different positions. Even in political field, you become a corporate, then you become an MLA because you think you are going to be happier. Then you become a minister, chief minister, parliament, prime minister, and the world leader. What for? You think that you are going to become happier. And you get married for what? To be happy. And people get divorced also to be happy. Ultimately, people are all doing all for the sake of happiness. We think my happiness depends on people and things. But all of us have experienced. We don't need a great philosophical book to understand that this happiness, which is dependent on things and people, is called Koshananda. Is number one, very, very small. It is temporary because when it is there, you are happy. When it goes, you are unhappy. But we want the highest happiness, independent happiness, not dependent on people and things, very high, very huge, permanent, everlasting. And that is what this this portion of this verse is trying to explain to us. It is very exciting. In fact, when Puja Gurudev was, when people asked him, how to find out Puja Gurudev? whether I am progressing spiritually. Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda said, if you are becoming happier and happier, then you are progressing. So please check yourself. Are you becoming happier day by day? Then you are making a progress. But ultimately, we would like to reach that stage, the highest happiness, unimaginable, Paramananda, supreme bliss, independent of things and people. And that is possible only when I experience I am Brahman. Let us see this verse 58, lead and follow.
Akhandananda rupasya.
Please repeat.
Akhandananda rupasya. Tasyanandalavashritaah. Tasyanandalavashritaah. Brahmadhyastaratamyena. Brahmadhyastaratamyena. Bhavantyanandinokilah. Bhavantyanandinokilah.
Together.
Akhandananda rupasya. Tasyanandalavashrita. Brahmadhyastaratamyena. Bhavantyanandinokilah.
Let us see the meaning. This gives an indication of what is that bliss. Brahman, Supreme Brahman, there are two words, Brahman, Brahma. Srishtikarta Brahma, Brahma it is called, is different. Brahman is the Supreme. I know all of you know the difference between these two. Brahma is Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. That Brahma, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. These Brahma and others, Brahma, it is said, Brahmadaya means Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And we have also heard of this term called Indira. Indra. Indra is that one who is the chief of all Devatas, the head of Devatas, Indra, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. All these people, the Brahmadhyaya, they will get what? A small portion of what? Of that Supreme Brahman. That Supreme Brahman has Akhandananda. That his nature, the nature of the Supreme Brahman here is supreme bliss. That Supreme Brahman. His nature of that Supreme Brahman is Akhanda Ananda. No Khanda, no broken. It is continuous. Whereas our bliss is small, temporary, it comes and goes, broken, and very small. And Tasya Ananda Lava Ashritaha, this Supreme Brahman's portion, a small portion, a small particle of the bliss of that Supreme Brahman, Tasya Ananda Lava Ashritaha, or who? Brahmadaya. Brahma, here it is. This Brahman is the creator Brahman, Srishtikarta. And other deities, you can include Indra. All the other devas, they get what? A small particle. Even the Supreme Brahman, the creator Brahman, and various deities, you know, various devatas. For them, the chief, the topmost, is like the, Indra is like the prime minister, whereas others are like ministers. He is the chief of all the deities. And all these people get Taratamyena, a small portion of that, Bhavanti, Akilaha. They, all these people enjoy only a small portion of the bliss. So now, we have to understand this is too small. What? Let us slowly analyze what is this indicated by this Ananda? In Taittiriya Upanishad, you will see it in this Brahmananda Valli, there is this portion called Brahmananda Mimamsa, analysis of that sutta. It's very necessary, very interesting. He gives an example of this is in the Brahmananda Valli, the second chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad. He says, I'm only quoting small portion of this. He says, analysis, I only quote relevant portions only, not the entire portion. Yuva syadu yuva dhyayakaha ashishto drudishto balishtaha tasyayam prathivi sarvavittasya purna syat sayeko manusha anandaha. What is this Manusha Ananda? The highest Manusha Ananda is, he assume now, there is nothing wrong. No, you need not pay any money to at least have a glimpse of this Ananda. At least let's see. He says, assume that we are very, very young, 18, 21. You got a strong and a healthy body. You are youth, lot of vigor, lot of strength. Ashishto drudishtaha, balishtaha, very strong, very dynamic, very healthy, young, with a great health. And now, in addition to this fit body and health, you got what? Tasyayam prithivi sarva vittasya purnasyat. It is not that you are the Prime Minister of this country, not the leader of the whole India, America, and Russia, Ukraine, and all that. You are the leader of not only of our solar system, but of the entire universe. All the wealth is with you. Assume. Nothing wrong. Assume right now that you have got all the wealth of the whole world. Name thing you have. Not that you have a 270 roomed flat in Mumbai and 108 parking places. You have got the collection of 20 cars. No, it is too small. You have got the highest. The world's wealth is with you. Wealth is with you. You have got a strong body, youth, healthy body, and you start enjoying. That enjoyment is called 1 unit of Manusha Ananda. 1 unit of Manusha Ananda. And now visualize. Now we are going on multiplying. What? Te ye shatam manusha anandaha sayeko manushya gandharvanam anandaha. 100 times this is itself Manushya Ananda that we talked, it is impossible. Being fit and trim and healthy and the entire world's wealth with you is not there. But that Ananda, if it is one Ananda, 100 times that into 10 square, Sa eko manushya gandharvanam ananda. It's called 1 unit of manushya gandharvanam ananda. Manushya ananda. And then 100 times says, Te ye shatam manushya gandharvanam ananda. Sa eko deva gandharvanam ananda. 100 times this manushya gandharva is deva gandharvanam ananda. Then 100 times that Te ye shatam deva gandharvanam ananda. Sa eka vidurnam chiraloka lokanam ananda. 100 times that is this chiraloka vidurnam chiraloka lokanam, and that bliss is that. And that is, how many times it has already become multiplied by so many zeros of unimaginable Manushya Ananda. And 100 times is Te ye shatam pidrunam chiralokana kokanam ananda. Sa eko ajana janam devanam ananda. Ajana janam devanam ananda is 100 times that. 100 times that is again karma devanam ananda. 100 times that is Devanam Anandaha. 100 times that is Indra's Anandaha. You know, to get that Indra Ananda, how many times it has become? And then 100 times that Indra is Brihaspati Anandaha. And 100 times Brihaspati Ananda is Prajapati Anandaha. And 100 times that, now by this time, you have added 20 zeros. Not 20 times, 10 to the power of 20 into that Manushya Ananda is Sayeko Brahmana Ananda. So you can imagine what is that highest stage of 10 to the power of 20 of the unimaginable Brahm Ananda. That is what you are going to get in Brahmananda. So you can imagine, without any this Brahma Ananda is many times more than the Brahma. You saw in that, that verse that we saw, that various deities we said. Yeah, there we saw Brahmadaya. This creator Brahma and all of the deities, including Indra, and all those people, they have got a small portion of what? That, first of all, I again want you to recollect, 1 unit of Manushya Ananda is itself not imaginable. Forget about getting it. Because you are going to have, if you are young and dynamic, very youthful, very dynamic, very strong, and you have got the entire world and you have capacity to experience, enjoy, that is one. And 1 Manushya Ananda is unimaginable. There is nobody in this world who has that. And add to that 20 zeros, that is what is Brahmananda. Now, friends, he says, you are going to get that. What? All these Anandas depend on things and people. But you are going to get that without any, this is called, I again repeat, you are going to get 10 to the power of 20 Manushya Ananda without depending on anything or anybody. That is your birthright. And that you are going to get without infinite. Number 1, it is not dependent on anybody. It is infinite. And now, imagine what will be that state. That state, that is the reason we said, why want small? It is something like that. You have got a small candle light. It gives little of light. And no, I want more light. I want a bigger candle. Okay, you take it. But suppose you have 1 electric bulb. How many candles you have to put there to get that? Imagine. 1 small bulb. And suppose your tube light, little more. Suppose you have got a street light. How many candles is it equivalent to? No street light. Suppose, what about the sun, which illumines all the earth and all other planets? From a distance, there it is illuminating it. What is that light? And assume crores of such light. Koti Surya Samaprabha. What is that? Koti Surya compared to 1 small candlelight. I want you to start thinking. We are only bothered. I want small candle, bigger candle. This candle, that candle. But we are, and for that you have to work a lot. And that also will come and go. Temporary, dependent, very small. But you are guaranteed infinite, unending, total bliss. Like the Koti Surya Samaprabha compared to a small candlelight. Compared to Manushya Ananda, 10 to the power of 20. 20 zeros added is that bliss. Friends, that is available to us. And that is our own nature. That is what you are going to get. People ask, why should you go to spirituality? I will make some this thing, make some money by fair and foul means and all that. I know ultimately we are all doing it to be happy and we don't get that. But here it is guaranteed. Akhanda, infinite, not dependent, unlimited. Friends, that is the reason why we have to have, in fact, this Ananda, you don't need to get from anybody or anything. That is my own nature. That is the nature of the Supreme Brahman. It is our birthright. Let us try to experience after getting qualified through various yogas. Your mind is becoming calm and chitta siddhi, chitta visharada, chitta yogita. And in the seat of meditation, you are going to experience that supreme absolute. Now start imagining, at least for a minute, how great. Close your eyes and start visualizing. What a great treasure. And you don't need to get it. That is nature of that Supreme Brahman, which is my own nature, carefully. My own Swarupa. My own Swarupa is that. Alas, how many people go in this line? Extreme. Though this is the purpose for which we have taken birth, you are going to enjoy absolute, total, independent place. Imagine at least what would be the great benefit that you go deeper into the spiritual path. Ultimately realize that I am Anand. Try to see it, try to see it. I wanted to experience. So maybe we get a kick. Hey, I must get that. I must not get it. I must experience that. Getting something is what I am not. I am that. Good. Let us go to verse 59.
Tadyuktamakhilam vastu. Tadyuktamakhilam vastu. Vyavaharasthadanvidaha. Vyavaharasthadanvidaha. Tasmat sarvagatam brahma. Tasmat sarvagatam brahma. Kshire sarpirivakhile. Kshire sarpirivakhile. Tadyuktamakhilam vastu. Vyavaharasthadanvidaha. Tasmat sarvagatam brahma. Kshire sarpirivakhile.
See, let's see the word to word meaning. This indication. Now these are all indicator of that Supreme Brahman. Brahman cannot be explained, cannot be described, indicated. What? That Yuktam. That Brahman is one which is going to pervade what? Akilam Vastu. All the objects, both Veshti Shariras, you can look at it in your own body, you can look into. In your own body, all parts of your own body, and all parts of all the bodies, like starting from ant to elephant, small to big, all go on seeing all that, and the entire samashti. What is that? Jagat, Vyashti, Sharira, and samashti prapancha, entire jiva and the jagat. That Akilam Vastu, that is pervaded by the Supreme Brahman. Everything. Number one. And second aspect I want you to see is Vyavahara Tadanvida. All the actions of all beings is possible because of that. Start seeing. Let's try to experience. Now I am speaking. It is an action. What? I am moving my hand. What? Through my mouth, through my hands. This action is possible because of that consciousness in me. that power in me. Think. Do you also, right now you are listening and you are doing various actions. That also is possible because of that. Think. We'll have to go slowly and start digesting, start experiencing that. Tadyuktam akilam vastu vyavahara tadanvitaha tasmat sarvagatam brahma. There is no place where it is not. Everywhere. The supreme. You don't, where is God? You don't go inside a temple and find out inside a mosque or church or Gurudwara. No, not that it is not there. It is there and everywhere, inside out. It is not only in the Vigraha and the Salagrama and the Shivalinga and the Murti or Pradima. It is there, but everywhere also. There is no place where it is not. Pervade everything. But we are not able to see. The example given here is Kshire Sarpihi. Kshire Sarpihi. Sarpihi, don't take that sarpa. Snake. Sarpihi here means that you have that butter. Curds is there. No. And then your milk is there. And do you see butter? You can't see. The other day, they use this. What you do is, in the same milk, you get curd. And when you churn the butter, churn the curds, and you'll see butter coming up. You don't put butter. Butter is not added. Butter was, is, and will be. And that kshire in the milk. Kshire sarpihi means butter. Butter is in milk. Now you can now start imagining nothing wrong. You have a glass or a vessel. In that you have got the milk. In that milk, I want you to start doing contemplation. This is called Vedantic meditation. Listening is okay, but I want you to experience that. Now, in that milk, when you see, don't see the butter. Just because you don't see it carefully, each word is very important. Just because you don't see the butter in the milk, it is not that it is not there. It is there, but you are not able to experience it. Similarly, in the place of all the things, what is that? Akilam vastu. Next, number one. Number two, all vyavahara. All, carefully, two things. Now that we have seen this example of kshire sarpihi in the milk, I want you to start seeing in the milk. You have visualize, close your eyes and start seeing the milk. In the milk, start seeing there is the butter. But you are not able to see it. It is there. But it requires a process of churning and then the whole process. And then after a long process, you will be able to see the butter in the milk. Similarly, now go. Let us see the whole universe. Akilam vastu. See both Vyashti and Samashti vastus. All Brahmanda, Pindanda. The entire universe. Jagat, Vyashti Jivas. In all of them. And in the actions of all are happening because of that power, vyavahara tadanvita. That is Brahman. How to see that? How to see that? Simple. Like the way you are going to see carefully, you are going to see the existing butter which was there, is there, will be there. I am not able to see. I churned it. Similarly, I have to become qualified. Mind becomes calm, bright, brilliant, intelligent, with a calm mind. in the seat of meditation. Go on seeing it. Now get rid of that example of Kshire and Sarpihi. See the entire Jagat. Akilam Vastu. All Vyavaharas. All the things in this universe, Veshti and Samashti, all Veshti together is Samashti only. All microcosm together is the macro. All Pindanda together is the Brahmanda. In all those things, yeah, it is Brahman. But I am unable to see right now. But now, let us become qualified and start seeing that Supreme Brahman everywhere. Good. Go on deeper into that concept of, we are now doing what is called as intense Vedantic meditation. Let us now separate now, right now start seeing. You are already qualified. Start seeing. Tadyuktam, Akilam Vastu. Akilam Vastu, you have understood. In all, micro and macro, Brahmanda, Pindanda, Jiva and Jagat, and all the actions, Vyavahara, all that Vyavahara is Tadanvidaha. Right now I am speaking. It is possible because of that. Let us go. We are all doing various actions. Start seeing your own actions, action of others also, nothing wrong. Your own action of others. Hey, how is that happening? What is that power which is making this? All these actions, Vyavahara, Tad Anvita, is possible because of that. That is Brahma. Akilam Vastum Tadyuktam. Carefully, go on seeing it. We'll do it. We'll go deeper. Akilam Vastu. You can reach the great heights of deep meditation now. Akilam Vastu Tat Yuktam. What is that which is pervading all, including the space? Space is pervading all. Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. It is in and through. Space is in and through. Can you imagine? Go to the space. There are various countries, various planets, various solar systems. Space is one. That is in and through. In fact, not only it is in and through, that alone is the cause. That has become Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi. And that causeless cause is that, like space pervading in and through the entire universe. Macro, which includes all macro. That is Brahma. That I am. Go deeper. Good. Right.
Ananvastulamakhraswam Adhirgamajamavyayam Arupagunavarnakyam Tadbrahmetyavadharayet Ananvastulamakhraswam Adhirgamajamavyayam Arupagunavarnakyam Tadbrahmetyavadharayet.
AtmaBodha. Knowledge, experience of Atman, here the Supreme. He says, Tat Brahma iti avadharayet. Tat Brahma iti avadharayet. Realize that to be Brahman. What? Some indicators are given. I think all of you, the spiritual students, you know it is very well. It is Anand and Asturam. There is neither subtle nor gross. Gross and subtle, the whole universe you know, Samashti, the Hiranyagarbha is the subtle universe. Virat is the gross universe. And in Vyashti, Tejasa is Sukshma Sharira. Vishwa, the grass. Grass and subtle, the body level, are in Samashti. It is for Anatma. But that Supreme Brahman is not neither the grass nor the subtle universe or the grass and subtle body. And then Ahrasvam. It is not short. Adhirgam. This Lord, this Ganapati is so big part. The statue only. This Ishvara, so many feet tall. It is only an idol. That Brahman is not short, not too long. It is said, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan, smaller than the smallest and the bigger than the biggest. In the small and in the Anu, it's there. And in the huge macro, same is there. In and through, neither short nor long. It is Ajam. Ajam means all the entire Jagat and Jiva is born. It is born. It is all born because of Maya only. The whole creation of this universe, all the Vedantic students we know, is Maya Sahita Brahma, called Ishvara, that manifested into the Sakshma Prapancha and then the Sula Prapancha. And then Sula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, all that recreation you know. But it is all because of manifestation change of that. But that Supreme Brahman is not born, nor it is going, nor it is not going under any vikara also. Agyam, Arupam. And there is no, it is avyayam, it doesn't change. All the things that we perceive through my senses, feel through the mind, think through the intellect, all these objects will change, but that does not. What does not? And it has got no form. Tell me. Where is the form of Akasha? And what about the attributes? You know, Akasha has got one guna, Shabda. Then Vayu, Shabda and Sparsha. Agni, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, water. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha for Prithvi. They are all slowly grasa. But Akasha has got one. But that which is the cause of Akasha has got no qualities, attributes, no color, no name. That realize is Brahman. Go on seeing it for a minute. Tad Brahma iti avadharayet. An indicator is given. I am not saying it is the definition. Brahman cannot be defined, cannot be explained. They are only the indicators. Brahman is ananu, not subtle. Asturam, not grass. Ahrasvam. Adi, no, it is not short or long. It is not born. There is no birth and death for it. All other things which have birth and death, and they have vikaras, attributes. But that has got none of these qualities. That is this. Realize that to be Brahman. This is AtmaBodha. not born. Avyayam, no form. Arupam, agunam, free from attributes. Let's go to 61.
यद्भासा भास्यतेऽर्कादि यद्भासा भास्यतेऽर्कादि भास्येर्यत्तु न भास्यते भास्येर्यत्तु न भास्यते येन सर्वमिदं भाति येन सर्वमिदं भाति तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत् Together. यद्भासा भास्यतेऽर्कादि भास्येर्यत्तु न भास्यते येन सर्वमिदं भाति तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत्.
This is one of the most powerful one, which is taken from one of the. There are two Upanishads which indicate the same term, and not two, three, Mandukya, Kata, and others. And this also you find reference in Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all Upanishads. He says, Yatpasa, by the light of which. Now we are trying to understand Tad Brahma iti avadarayet. No, and no, not knowing, realize that to be Brahman. Tad Brahma iti avadarayet. What is that? Yatpasa. Everything is arka adi pasyate. Start seeing arka, the sun, etc. Arka adi, the sun, the moon, the stars, the lightning, Agni, all that go on seeing. Yet they are illumined because of the light of that is Brahman. Start seeing the sun, the moon, the stars, millions and trillions of stars, the lightning, Vidyut, and Agni, the lamp. All of them are illumined by the light. That is why you do the Surya Namaskar. When you do, you offer your Argyam to the sun. In Gayatri, he says, Om Tat Savidur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. What is that? You are illuminating that. You are not praying to that sun, but that light which the sun has got from Brahman. That supreme Brahman, whose light is making the sun illumine. Carefully, you are doing the meditation. That, and then, in fact, none of them can illumine that. Na bhasyate. And by that light, which illumines all, like the sun, the moon, the stars, the lightning and the rays, they are all illuminated. But that is not, you don't need a light, sun or any other light to show Brahman. But we see, when we do the puja, we take an arati, we do this, as though we are trying to show that Brahman with that light. But when you do that, you will have to chant that Vedantic verse. But now you see, now I want you to start seeing. There is a similar word a similar verse in Upanishad, which gives the same meaning. I want you to start chanting. When we chant, when you do arati to a Lord, you take the Mangalarati. With that, we have got that light. No? With that light, you are showing this. And what? To show him what? This light. This light, when we have seen he is equivalent to millions and trillions of solar systems, Koti Surya Samaprabha, and not only the Koti Surya, even the light that you are showing, that is illumined by him. This light requires him, but with that we are trying to show him. But while you are doing it, we are going to chant this mantra. I want you to pray follow.
न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकम् नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति
सर्वं
तस्य भासात् सर्वमिदं विभाति.
Once more. Go on now. I want you to, when we talk second time, you start the meaning. There, tatra surya na bhati, na chandra, tarakam, the star, na vidyut, the lightning. Not what about this Agni, the lamp. And all these things, luminous orbs, are illumined by him. That which illumines all the lights, which is not, all these lights are not required because it is Swayam Prakasha. That Supreme Brahman is self-glowing. It is not only self-glowing, it is that which lends this luminous power to all luminous things. Now that is to be Brahman. So this is again a concept. When you see the sun, normally people do in morning Sandhya Vandana, they took little water and offered Argyam as a respect, because that sun is one which is the life spark in all of us. It is required for our own survival. It is required for plants. It is required for animals. It is required for us to get rain. It is required for everything. There is a life. And we are offering. And when you do Argyam, after you do Argyam, you take some little water in your hand and you put it around your body and say, Asavaditya Brahma, inside me, that is one Brahman only. Start. Next time when you do the Surya Upasana, start seeing it. That right now you can start doing it. Assume even though it is in the evening, visualizing you're in front of the sun. Sun is ever there. You only turned ourselves. Evening has become, we have turned away, but he is ever shining. No stopping. And that luminous orb, that power of illumination in the sun and in me is that. And we don't need any other external source but we do arti not to show, yes, with this light I am going to show you God. No, self-illumining God. But when there is a compulsory, you must chant this verse, realizing that the light everywhere, including the arati light that we are holding, that power is him only. That light which illumines all, carefully, that light which illumines all lights, realize that to be Brahma. For a minute, go on contemplating Vedantic meditation. Good.
स्वयमन्तर्बहिर्व्याप्य भासयन्नखिलं जगत् ब्रह्म प्रकाशते वह्निः प्रतप्ताय सपिण्डवत् स्वयमन्तर्बहिर्व्याप्य भासयन्नखिलं जगत् ब्रह्म प्रकाशते वह्निः प्रतप्ताय स पिण्डवत्.
What a beautiful words. What a fun. Each one is a great. These indicators is easy to understand, but we have to experience that. It says, Swayam antar bahi vyapya. Swayam itself, inside, antaha. Bahi outside. Vyapya. It is pervading inside, outside. Antar bahishyatat sarvam. Vyapya narayana stiraha. Antar bahi. Everywhere it's pervading. And not only it is pervading, Vasayan. It illumines Akhilam Jagat, the entire universe. See, it is for inside, outside, because there is nothing like inside, outside. It is everywhere, it pervading, illumining Akhilam Jagat, Brahma Shrine. An example is given. What is that example? Pradaptaya sapindavate. Here we have iron. Iron, suppose you put it inside, you have got the furnaces that they use in smithy, and we can it is there for a very, very long time. Then this glows like fire. And this will be hot like fire. What is that? Iron. Iron, by nature, is cold. And it is black in color, dark in color. But when it is in association with fire, that fire is now visible. This iron that we have, it is here sapinda, it is an iron ball. I am showing you other form, that's all. Purpose is same. This appears as though it is hot and it is glowing. That is the quality of the fire. That quality of the fire is expressed through the iron. Similarly, very, very important. Then all the qualities of that Supreme Brahman is being transferred and is being expressed through that. And it is of that only, that Brahman only. As it is, iron is black, iron is cold. When it is in long association with, it becomes like that. And fire, golden color, it is seen. And the cold iron has now become hot. Both the qualities are brought here. Similarly, all the inert matters are there. And all that inert matter is in association with that Supreme Brahman. And that lends its qualities, like the fire lends its hot and glow to the iron when it is in constant touch. Similarly, the whole world, the Brahman lends that power. Chaitanyam, number one. The two things, number one is that all of them are there. It is now, all that is there. That quality has got that. And Swayam Antar Bahir Vyapya, that like the iron, the heat, fire, inside, outside that iron. Similarly, entire universe, Akhilam Jagat, is glowing, is functioning because of the Supreme Consciousness. Now we have to see the whole Akhilam Jagat. See the whole universe. All this universe is there. And this is wrong to say this, Brahman is in and through Antaha Bahi. Start seeing the whole universe. Whole universe, that conscious principle. Consciousness is in and through, inside and outside. And it is illumining, it is making everything. That is the Chetana, which is making the Jada to function. That function. This is meditation is not inside a room. The moment you go outside and start things outside, everywhere you see this, please. That God principle, consciousness, indicated by the word Supreme Brahman, there is no place where it is not. Antarbahi Vyapya. Antarbahi Vyapya. Narayana Sthidaha. Narayana is that you call Parameshwara, the Saivites, Sriman Narayana, the Vaishnavites, or Parabrahma, the Vedantin. Same. You may call it by different names, but there is only one, the Supreme Brahman, which I want you to start seeing. Again, start seeing the whole meaning of this verse. Antar Bahishya, Vayam Antar Bahir Vyapya, Akilam Jagata Vasayet. That is that Brahman. Okay, we'll go to verse number 63.
Jagat Vilakshanam Brahma. Jagat Vilakshanam Brahma. Brahmanonyanna Kinchana. Brahmanonyanna Kinchana. Brahmanyadbhati Chen Mitya. Brahmanyadbhati Chen Mitya. Yatha Marumarichika.
Yatha Marumarichika.
Jagat Vilakshanam Brahma. Brahmanonyanna Kinchana. Brahmanyadbhati Chen Mitya. Yatha Marumarichika.
Fantastic. As I said, each one of the verses of AtmaBodha has got one example. Yatha Maru Marichika. See that example? Assume that you are in a huge desert. In the desert, endless. And suddenly you are very, very thirsty and all that. And you are wanting desperately to get water. And there you find at a distance that reflection. And the reflection of the thing. And you are seeing water. When you go closer, no, it's further going up. In fact, it is not there. Marichika, the marriage, is not there. And Maruchika, that marriage is Mithya, non-existent. Yata Maru Marichika, Mithya. Like that. Like that, he says, see, when I want you to start seeing, of course, this is a very, very easy example. You are in a desert, huge desert. You are exhausted, tired, desperately. You are water exhausted. You are almost. At that time, you start. Oh, there is water. It's real. Go. It's not. But it appears. But appears to be true, but which is not. It's called Mithya. Sat, Asat, and Mithya. Mithya is apparent real. What is real is desert. Desert eva satyam. But you are seeing water. Water is And you're seeing it, you're seeing the reflection and all that. Then like that, when you are seeing it like that, I'm showing you the picture. See, you're seeing it. Like water you're seeing, desert. You're seeing the water pool. But in reality, the waters are the marriage. And you are also see the waves and sun reflect. Everything appears true, but it is appearing to be true, but it is not. What really is there is only desert. Desert eva satyam. Other things are nityam. Nityam is not there. Desert, not a single grain of sand is wetted by this water that you are seeing. It is. And like that, all that you see that word, Jagat Vidakshanam Brahma. Brahman is other than this, other than the Jagat. There is the universe is not there. Brahman is other than that. Brahman alone exists. All that appears to exist is not that, but it is Brahman only. Brahma eva satyam tad anyat mityam. Go on seeing it. That alone is true. Jagat appears. Why? Why? Because of Maya. Maya means Yama Samaya. That which is not appears to be true. Like in Veshti, we have Avidya. We have seen the famous example in Vedanta. Rope is real. It appears to be snake. And seeing it clearly, the herd and all that, sometimes it has bitten and you are almost collapsing. Everything is real. But if anybody says, no, it is not, no, I am seeing it, I am seeing the herd, I am seeing, till somebody brings a torch, not only shows it, makes you to realize the existence of rope, then your snake is gone. Snake was not there, he is not there, will not be there. It is because of avidya of rope. No knowledge of the rope, you had the experience of. Similarly, desert alone is. All other water bodies, reflection, they are not. Similarly, the whole world of objects, emotions, and thoughts, not only the physical world, the objects, the emotions and thoughts, the world that is perceived by my senses, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and skin, and the world of emotions felt by my mind, the world of thoughts, of ideas experienced by intellect, they are all the experience. The OET, the world of objects, emotion, thoughts, is experienced by my body, mind, and intellect. But problem is, this is in reality, it is not there. Because of I have the avidya of Atman. I have no experience of the Atman. So that appears to be true, like the marriage. The moment I experience, my avidya is gone. My avidya is gone. There is no more identity with my body, mind, and intellect. My sthula, sukshma, upadhi, nothing. It's all. Then I realize it is that. In the samashti also, the whole creation of this world is because of Maya. That Maya also has the power from him. In fact, Lord says, both that and this are my own prakriti. Bhumirapo nalo vayuho kammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme binna prakriti. These gross and subtle bodies and gross and subtle universe is projected by my own lower prakriti. And that is why whole creation of this world is Maya Sahita Brahma. Brahman has got these, any creature of this world produced by a male and a female. It has got the qualities of both the father and the mother. Both father and the mother. Of course, I know some ladies will say if the boy is good, then they see my quality. If the boy is, then it is your. But basically, it is a combination of both of them. And similarly, the whole world, the divine, that supreme Brahman, and his own lower creation, Maya. Maya has got these qualities. Maya has got these qualities, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So, all the products have got that power of the supreme consciousness, because everything is Jada and Chetana, the matter and the spirit. And that Maya's qualities of gunas and Supreme Brahman's consciousness, the whole thing is a combination. But that also is because of Maya, also is my own. That is showing to me as real what is real, not like a Maharaj. So when I transcend that, when I really understand, go beyond that, then I will realize everything is Brahman, Brahman, Brahman only. So I am given time up to 7:45. Now I am told we will have some time for, if necessary, some question answers. And maybe we'll conclude by Shantipat, and then we can take some questions, and we will hand over to Vasu and Vani. Om. Om.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.